Hi guys, welcome to the Totally Magic channel here at YouTube. Please consider subscribing, liking and sharing and all the rest of it. It really helps us. Got a bit of a packet card effect for you today, and it's often said that magicians have ways of knowing what decisions people make before they make it themselves. A kind of psychic power. And you ask someone to help you, so you get a spectator to come up and you say, look, I've got 8 cards here. There's 4 blue-backed cards and they're just regular kings from a pack, and I've got another 4 cards which are also kings. So with these you give 4 of these, the blue-backed cards, to a spectator to shuffle. Now they can shuffle these up as much as they like, it makes no difference how they mix these up, and then lay them down. You turn to these cards and you say, I've got a set identical to yours and I'm going to choose one of these cards before you choose yours. Now, so that I don't make any influence on you at all, I want to do this so you've got no idea which card I'm choosing. I'm going to choose this card here and I'm going to put it into my pocket here. It goes in. There's the card in my pocket. Now that leaves us with the other 3 kings on the table, and I'll leave these in full view throughout. I've made a decision. I can't change that. Now it's your turn to make a decision. 4 cards that you shuffled and you laid out. What I'd like you to do is to go across and I want you to pick any one of those cards. Now let's make this clear. Whichever one you put your finger on, that's the one you're going to keep, and we shall eliminate the other cards. Now the spectator does have a free choice. They can pick any one of these cards, and whichever one they pick, the other 3 are eliminated. And they can even take those and put those in their pocket to get rid of them. We're left with 1 card and 1 card only. I made a decision earlier on, and let me show you what that decision was. In my pocket is the King of Spades. Now just to show you the other 3 cards, we have the club, the heart and the diamond. 3 cards there. I put the King of Spades away. The card that you chose just happens to be the King of Spades. Practice and enjoy. So here's the secret to this very quick trick, and I do like this, and as you're probably aware from my previous videos, I do like tricks that take less than 2 or 3 minutes to perform. It keeps people's interest. I often like to put this one between 2 longer routines. If you've just done a card trick that took 5-10 minutes, and then you know you've got another long trick coming up, this one slots nicely in between. It kind of just breaks them up a little bit. So let's take a look at what you require. From 2 decks of cards, red and blue, you remove the 4 kings. Nothing special about that. Then from a red deck, I've removed the 4 kings with red backs, but then I've also removed another 4 kings. So I've got 2 identical sets, and you probably guessed this already, that some of these are going to be in my pocket already. Now what I do, these are my cards, the red ones. I've got them in a particular order that I remember. Now you might prefer to have them in a different order, but I've got clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds from the face. That's how I know they are. I turn those over. Now what I do is I take a card from here. Now let me put this in the same order. I've got clubs, hearts, spades and diamonds. Okay, I'm going to take the club and add it here. Now these 3 cards go into my pocket. Okay, so these are going to go in my pocket, and I know the order of those. So if I could go in there and someone said spades, I could go into my pocket and pull out the spade. That's all you've got to do. Put them in your pocket in the order that you know you can reach in and pull out the correct one. This one here, I just put on the back. So I've got my 4 regular and I've got that extra one. This is the one that's going to go in my pocket. You've then got the 4 cards here that you're going to give to them. They can be in any order. You can go through, show the 4, show these 4, but keep the last 2 as 1. You can show the faces because there's nothing really special about those. They are just kings. You give them the 4 kings. They can shuffle those. They mix them up and they lay them out. Now, what I've got, now the camera isn't going to pick this up. You can either use marked cards or you can put a little scratch. Now I put a little tiny scratch on my cards so I know which is the club, the spade, the heart just by looking at the backs. Now you can do this a different way. Some people turn up corners and have one-way designs. Remember, you have got to know which card they pick. Okay, so you've got to know which card they pick. Now, we come to these cards. I'm just going to turn these up and facing towards me, I go through the cards. The clubs, the hearts, the spades, the diamonds. I then come to the duplicate club and I'm actually going to take this. Now the spectator thinks I've got 3 cards here. I've actually got 4. They think I've left myself 3. I take this duplicate club and put it into my pocket at the front of the other 3 that are already there. I've now got the stack in my pocket. That means whichever card they choose, I can reach in and pull out the correct one that matches that. Okay, bear that in mind. Then what I do with these is I turn these over and I just push off 1, 2. Now remember I've got 2 cards here. I then lay these over and I put these down like this. What I'm actually doing is hiding that edge just in case you've got someone that's got very good eyes and they can see 2 cards on the edge or that it's thicker. If I lay these over, even if those 2 cards at the bottom move apart a little bit, they're kind of covered. But to the audience, you've put 1 king in your pocket, 3 kings remain on the table. The spectator chooses a card. Now as soon as they choose a card, say a diamond or a club, or let's just say they picked a club. When they put their finger on it, I can see from my mark on the back that that is a club. Get them to take these and put them in their pocket for the moment or give them to someone to hold. Nobody knows apparently what this card is. I know it's a club. So this is where I reach into my pocket and I pull out the card that matches that. Remember, I've got the index of cards in my pocket and I put that down. Now I could leave it at this, but I like this because I can now convince people that the 3 cards remaining doesn't include the club. So it just enhances the effect a little bit. Now there is a thing to do here. There's several different ways of doing this. You square the cards up. Now if it's the club, I know that I've got to count 1, 2, 3 to say I've got the 3 cards. I then turn them over and I'm going to do a buckle count. So I do diamond, I then buckle, take 2 as 1 and the heart. And you can show 3 cards. To be honest, the spectator's not too concerned about these. They can see there's 3, they've seen the club, there's the 4 original cards. So the heat is off of this. That's the move you do there. Let me just show you that again, because for each revelation you do a different count. So let's just put these in the order again. Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. When you pick the cards up, if it's a club, You always do a count, hold the usual biddle grip and just do 1, 2, and then put 2 cards as 1, 3. They're now in the correct order for you, just flipping them over and doing a buckle. So we do 1, 2, 3. They don't see the club. If they choose the heart, then of course you reach into your pocket and you pull out the heart, and to show that the heart is missing here, you just scoop the cards up from the table and you then just do a push off 1 to show it, push off the next one and show it, and then turn the 2 face up and show that. So you're now showing 3 cards without the heart. Simple as that. Just push off 1, 2, 3. What if it's spades? Well, you don't have to do much apart from a buckle. You square the cards up, flip them over and just show 1. You're then going to do a buckle, 2 and 3. There they are, 3 cards. What about the final one, diamonds? Well, again, quite simple. All you do is you gather up the cards, flip them face up, and you're going to do the count using the biddle grip, holding your finger and thumb there, and just slide off 1, 2, 3. There's 2 cards there. Simple as that. And once you get used to this, it's natural. You don't even have to think about it. So it's those 4. So you may want to wind the video back and watch those 4 methods that if you have to hide either a club, a heart, a spade or a diamond, it's just a combination of either the biddle grip and sliding cards off, or it's going to be a buckle. Okay, I will put a link to the buckle count below this video. And that's it. Once you've shown those, you turn over this and it's a perfect match. It's a great little packet effect. As I said, it took me longer to explain it than it did to actually perform. It'll take you 2-3 minutes to perform, but really build it up because I think it works really well. Till next time, take care.